In 2025, a study published in Nature Metabolism revealed a method that can improve your body's fat-burning capacity by up to 60 to 70%. Yet, ironically, more than 90% of us are ignoring it every single day. And what's remarkable is that in many cases, this approach is more stable and sustainable than intermittent fasting itself. While people are still struggling with skipping breakfast, feeling dizzy from hunger, and believing that's the only path to losing fat, your body actually already has a built-in fat-burning switch. You've just never been taught how to turn it on properly. This is the truth I've witnessed firsthand through thousands of my patients. Over 70% of people above 50 years old are carrying 15 to 30 pounds of excess fat, not because they're eating too much, but because their bodies have gradually lost the ability to burn fat. Their livers are overloaded, their pancreas is exhausted, and each seemingly harmless meal is silently making this condition worse day by day. That's why type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and arthritis don't appear suddenly. They're quietly developing in your body right now, sometimes for years, before you even realize it. But here's the good news that very few people tell you. There's a much simpler method than fasting. It doesn't require you to skip any meals, and it can activate your body's natural fat-burning process just a few hours after you apply it. Just small changes in how you eat, things that most people are overlooking, can gradually shift your body into a continuous 24/7 fat-burning state. And especially, this method is more suitable for older adults compared to most extreme diets out there. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm Dr. Saul Whitman, Chief Medical Officer at Northern Institute for Society Wellness. With over 30 years of treating thousands of patients with heart disease, atherosclerosis, stroke, and high blood pressure. My channel shares medical knowledge for older adults so you can live confidently as you age. And now, let's get into the video. Part 1. Why fasting doesn't really burn body fat. Let me tell you straight up something most people don't want to hear. Fasting does not automatically equal fat burning. I know this sounds crazy because everyone says if you don't eat, your body has to burn fat for energy. But that's not how the body actually works. In my clinic, I've met hundreds of patients who've been doing intermittent fasting for months. They skip breakfast, they eat within an 8-hour window, they even fast for 24 hours each week. But when I measure their body fat percentage, the numbers barely change. Especially, the belly fat just stays there, like a friend who won't leave. The problem isn't that they're eating too much or too little. The problem is that the body has a complex biological mechanism that decides whether it burns fat or not. If this biological mechanism doesn't switch into fat-burning mode, then no matter how much you fast, the fat remains stored and unused. Hormones and insulin are the key factors that determine whether this switch is on or off. And this is exactly why many people follow fasting guidelines correctly but still don't see the results they expect. Part 2. The biggest mistakes that keep fat-burning mode turned off. Now let me show you the biggest mistakes people commonly make, and trust me, I've seen these mistakes thousands of times. The first mistake is people fast but eat wrong before they start fasting. They have a dinner full of refined carbohydrates, white bread, pasta, mashed potatoes, and then they think just skipping breakfast will burn fat. The second mistake is they fast all day but eat wrong after fasting. They break their fast with a meal full of sugar and starch, and that way everything they worked for becomes meaningless. But here's the most important thing I want you to understand. Even when you're not eating anything, your insulin can still be high if you're stressed or sleep deprived. When you're sleep deprived, the hormone cortisol rises and sends the wrong signals to your body, making your body think you're in danger and need to hold on to fat for survival. In 2024, Harvard University analyzed 99 clinical trials with over 6,500 participants and discovered that many people fast but don't lose fat because their bodies are still in storage mode, not burning mode. When cortisol is high, the body prioritizes keeping fat and reducing energy expenditure. It slows down your metabolism as if you're in harsh winter and need to conserve energy. This is exactly why many people do everything technically correct but still don't achieve results. And this is also why I always tell my patients that sleep and stress management are just as important as diet. Part 3. The real conditions your body needs to burn fat. Let me explain the real science behind fat burning, and I promise to keep it simple. Fat burning isn't just an action, it's a biological state that the body must shift into. Think of it like shifting from automatic to manual mode in a car. You can't just press the gas pedal and hope it shifts by itself. You have to perform a specific action to activate that transition. Your body works the same way. It only burns fat when it receives the right biological signals from the internal environment. According to research published in the journal Aging in 2020, the ability to switch between burning sugar and burning fat declines with age, especially in people over 60 years old. And this is one of the main reasons why older adults have a harder time losing weight compared to younger people. Your hormones need to be in the right state, insulin needs to be low enough for an appropriate period of time, and the body needs to believe it's safe to release energy from stored fat. Fasting is only a secondary factor in this story. It's not the main condition for burning fat. The right question you need to ask yourself isn't how long you've been fasting, but what signals is your body receiving from food, from sleep, from stress levels, and from your lifestyle. When all these signals are synchronized, the body will automatically turn on the fat-burning switch without you having to endure hunger or skip any meals. Part 4. Do this to activate body fat burning mode. Now for the most important part. How to turn on the fat-burning switch without having to fast severely. First, you need to understand that the type of food you eat is far more important than whether you eat or not. Start by reducing refined carbohydrates in your last meal of the day. Instead of eating white bread or pasta, eat protein and green vegetables. This will keep your insulin low throughout the night and allow your body to naturally shift into fat-burning mode while you sleep. Second, pay attention to your first meal of the day. Don't break your overnight fast with a bowl of sugary cereal or pastries. Instead, eat eggs, meat, or unsweetened Greek yogurt. These foods signal to your body that there's enough protein and healthy fats to continue burning fat instead of storing it. Third, and this is probably the most important thing that most people overlook, get enough sleep 7 to 8 hours each night, because when you're sleep deprived, cortisol rises and makes your body hold on to fat regardless of what you eat. Fourth, add a little walk after meals. Just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle walking is enough to help your body use glucose from the meal instead of converting it to fat. And this also helps increase insulin sensitivity, helping hormones work better. Finally, maintain at least 12 hours between your last meal of the day and your first meal the next day. But this isn't severe intermittent fasting. This is simply stopping nighttime snacking and giving your body time to process food properly. When you combine all these small changes together, your body will naturally shift into fat-burning mode without you having to endure hunger or fatigue. And this is a sustainable method you can maintain for life, not just a temporary diet. To sum up what we just talked about, remember that fat burning isn't about whether you eat or don't eat. It's about what signals you're sending to your body. Fasting can help, but it's not the magic key. The real key lies in keeping insulin low, getting enough sleep, reducing stress, and eating the right types of food at the right time. Your body is designed to burn fat naturally, but at age 50, 60, 70, it needs a little extra support because metabolism has slowed down over time. Don't compare yourself to younger people or to what you could do at 30 years old. Instead, focus on working with your body, not against it. The small changes I just shared may seem simple, but they're extremely powerful when applied consistently, and I've seen hundreds of my patients transform their lives thanks to these principles. Remember that health isn't a destination, it's a journey, and every day you make small, better choices is a day you're investing in your own future. Don't let age become an excuse. Let it become motivation to take better care of yourself. If you found this video helpful, share it with your loved ones so they can learn how to activate natural fat-burning mode without severe fasting, and like my video so it gets recommended to more people. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can meet again in the next health and aging tips. Leave a comment below and let me know what methods you've tried and what results you got. I'd love to hear your story. See you in the next video, and remember that aging doesn't mean giving up on health. It means knowing how to take care of yourself more intelligently. See you soon.